First of all, the operationalization has not been finalized in terms of what you do to operationalize. And in talking to the professionals, well, in exchanging thoughts with the professionals who are doing the discussion, this is a matter that I discuss with technical people in the ministry who have experience and found the primary criteria is that they should speak English, which they should speak English. We have put nothing else on it. Would prefer if there are people who have skills and if they can speak English, it makes it easier to come to Jamaica. That's the only criteria I have personally confirmed with the technical people. We look at other things. Jamaica is bigger than St. Kitts, and therefore we are like a more metropolitan country. We have Spanish tourists, we have German tourists, we have Japanese tourists. So the likelihood that we'll get third country personnel from across the globe, we are seen as a possible assistance, not just to take a few for ease the pressure, but we have extended air transport out of here to Europe and elsewhere, and that's why we have been asked to assist, and that we'll therefore work with our Jamaican professionals, work their counterparts to see how to operationalize when we settle other issues like accommodation and timing and screening as is required, because we screen them coming in anyway. But we will have some indications that the NIB will look at that to ensure when we have the names, we're not getting the criminals or somebody else of ill repute. There's no guarantee what you're in this kind of agreement. There's no guarantee either way. When they get here, there are people who are moving illegally through very difficult challenges to get to the United States. As I said, they have been to other countries, and their immediate response in the first fortnight to get those over 94% leave back to home country. They are not criminals. There are more people looking at a different opportunity. Jamaica, we have a big name, which is justified and a good brand, but the raw reality, which we sometimes tend to overlook, our per capita income is 7,000 US per capita. It doesn't offer opportunities to people who are seeking to achieve a certain level of quality of life away from Jamaica and to live their dreams. They go to a country with a per capita income of 8,000 US per capita. And that's what they're heading for. The majority are going to look to head back home and find a way back in the United States. Like some Jamaicans do, we take them in this week and they find a way back to the United States next week. People are doing that kind of activity. That's how they behave. And when we, in the real world, as a government, we have to take decisions based on what we see as best practice. We can't make guarantees.
All right.
And I said, to other countries where the per capita income doubles ours, they have moved, I said, 94% moved within 2 weeks. Yes. And I said, the understanding is, if they stay here, we don't take anymore. In interest in the what?
How do they leak into Jamaica?
No,
what are the safeguards?
It's not about leaking. We have received them in the country. Our status, they're here. They're not leaking. If they choose to stay, then we have to deal with it differently. Well, not differently. If they choose to stay, then they will have to apply to our courts for asylum status, and if they get asylum status, we retain them. If they don't, we send them home. At that time, we'll have to send them home at our cost.
Did a member of the government approach the United States of America to enter into this agreement? Was it initiated by a member of the government? That's question
issue of the TCN a request from the United States government. It's not an issue where we ask for one thing and offer for another. We have a long-standing relationship independent, 1962, and they are primary partners in the area of security indicated, economic activities, and many areas of relationship. And there are many agreements and MOUs that have gone on with them as partners, and they're not discussed on a pro quo basis. In this case, the United States requested, and our professionals, after the government decided, negotiated and agreed on understanding which we are comfortable with. In terms of the individuals here, the government will ensure that these are shared. Jamaica is a country of laws, and the suggestion that the government will act outside of the law is obviously false. They'll never act outside the law, and we will come to work with them. And when the individuals are here, they'll be subject to the laws, international agreements to which we are treated to, our signatures to. We expect they stay for a short time, but if one stay and apply under without the convention alluded to by the member, then it will go to the courts. The various stages from the refugee committee, which we have established onto the system. We don't discriminate against Haitians at all. There are several who have applied for refugee status, and we look after and treat them as required under the law.
Just seeking clarity, did the U.S. initiate contact with Jamaica regarding the TCN arrangement, or did a senior government official first communicate that Jamaica is amenable to such an agreement?
No, TCN is an American request. They have done so with several allies across the region and throughout the world. So it's their challenge that they're trying to resolve in a human way.
So we never suggested it? That
no, we couldn't suggest that. We don't have a problem. That's why we suggest. Okay. I mean, we don't have a problem. On this occasion, they are a friend and they're seeking our assistance to resolve the problem.
Did the U.S. at any time communicate that the arrangement could see Jamaica receiving up to 10,000 third country nationals?
No, there's no such discussion between the governments of Jamaica.
Through no communication at all?
No.
Okay.
Well, if somebody talk to them on the street, I don't know about that. I am responsible, and the minister, all communication that goes to the government of the United States, I've personally said to the diplomats, it goes to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. They come from my office. Any communication with the United States government on immigration goes to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Foreign Trade.
Okay.
And no such communication or information has gone through.
Okay.
DPM, can I just add one thing? Cabinet decisions, there's no such cabinet decision on record.